Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Transport Fever 2. In the previous episode, we started dabbling around with some planes, and that has quickly spiraled out of control to such an extent that we now have a total of 16 aircraft. These are just obviously light aircraft. They can only carry 5 passengers each, and because of their frequency and how much they are having to take off and land, because it's actually a very short distance from Congleton to Settle, basically I was going to call this a airport. It's more of just an airstrip. But this, I guess it sort of isn't. Oh, good. That's a lot of people waiting. Yeah, we have a bit of a jam. Although using the term spiraling out of control is probably not the best thing to say when you are talking about aircraft. Either way, that is making, I'm guessing, a bit of money. Let's have a quick look at that. We can see that, we've got a lot of negatives here, which is disappointing. However, yeah, this is to be expected, this one here, simply because of the recent purchases. That one is a bit dodgy. That's 14. Why is that waiting? That's the EL call. Ah, that's why, because I put the wrong thing on the back, didn't I? I thought that is the case. Okay, manage, replace. Actually, no, can we just edit? Edit. Yeah, see, that's all kinds of wrong. What we want is the gondolas. That's what happened there. And replace. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to guess that's been like that since we've replaced it. Whoopsie. Anyway, it's now fixed. I wouldn't worry about it. So, this train here is also something we want to change because we need to upgrade it. And it is a straight replacement. And we have... Nice. A3 Fine Scotsman. No way we're going to put that on carrying that sort of goods. We need for this one, is it a boxcar? I think it is a boxcar. We're going to add up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it up to an 80 capacity. I don't think any more is necessary, and that's also going to cost a bit million, which is something we don't have. So I'll give it a little while in order for that to be sorted. Yeah, it's very easy to... do that thing there where you change it to something else by accident. I have done it quite a bit in the past. My fault. You can see we still have a decent supply of the ore there, but we are now managing, I believe, to transport more than what it can supply. So its supply, yeah, is maxed out, whereas this thing here, it is 160, and because of the distance, basically, I think we only need a capacity of about maybe 130, something like that. Either way, look at that. The transport is 100% for this, and we're just waiting for more ore. Anyway, that is all by the by. That's on the go. We will be getting a lot more aircraft as the game progresses, simply because of the time period. You know, we're in that time now where we're just going to get a lot more aircraft. There is some suggestion to add a... This is the Congleton... iron ore mine, and we've got the coal mine there, to add the trains in there as well and bring it down to here. And I actually really like that idea, so it's probably something we will have a look at maybe in this episode, but we'll see how we get on. I also do want to replace eventually these trains. Well, actually no, not the trains, the locomotive. And speaking of locomotive, there's a new one, the AE4-7. If we edit that, there it is there. Electric, 100 kilometers an hour. Durable Swiss universal locomotive with a Bushilly drive. What's the difference between those two? Wow, it's actually... Look at the power and tractive effort. It's massive. So it's just a better version than the Crocodile. It also is... yeah, it also costs a lot more, so we're not going to bother with that one. Anyway, we might replace these eventually... with the A3, but we'll see. In the meantime, we want to find... Where is it? There it is there. You. Manage vehicle. Replace with that one. That'll be fine, the Crocodile. And it's boxcars. 10. Do we need 10? Don't think we need 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll do. So that's a bit better now. And where's it gone? Where's it gone? Is it teleported back? Oh no, it was already on the go. So that's underway. That's got 49 there. I mean, once that starts cranking the stuff out. It really does go. It's just the supply of the wood that's a problem, which is why I'm not terribly convinced we need to supply more stuff here. I think then we will go back to the original idea, which was to supply stuff to settle, specifically fuel. That will require taking this oil to a refinery there, which turns it into chemicals, I think. No, oil. So crude oil to oil. Then this is a chemical factory, fuel refinery actually. Oil to fuel, and then over to there to settle. That'll require 1, 2, 3, 4 train stations. Also, can we see from here? No, we can't. It is... Does it show us where? I'm sure there's an overlay to show... Oh, just realised we've got tower blocks and stuff now. Because it's getting modernised. Although, I'm not sure we had those sort of tower blocks in 1927, but what do I know? Anyway, oh god, that's still loads of people waiting there. Yeah, there is. Excellent. Anyway, let's have a quick look at what overlay will it be. We'll just keep clicking until we find the right overlay. No, there we go. So, a new vehicle is available, the Type T1. It looks to be a tram. Cool. Settle. So, the fuel needs to go around here. So, the train will probably... I'm probably just going to have it stop there and then have it with a truck coming in. That's probably the way forward, although let's have a quick look. Buildings, cargo terminal, terminus. If we had it, I'll turn the overlay off. Yeah, even if we had it down here, we'd still have to sort of truck it in. So what we'll do is probably bring it to just the outskirts of the city, and then do it that way. Okay, let us crack on. Track type standard or high speed we have now. Interesting. We are going to have it electrified. That should be fine. We will put it in that place there, like so. Make it 240 meters long, actually, like that. We will then have a cargo station, 240 meters. We want to connect it right up to that, but I don't know if we can. We can. So it would actually go around like that. Let's just nudge it a bit and connect it up direct like so. And then we want another terminal-ish station over here, like so. We will rotate it round to, say, there, and that now goes in. So those are our 4 stations. We also need a station over here for the oil. So we'll rotate that one round, and once again we'll place it connected up to here. The problem with that is the height. You might notice how much it's altering the landscape. I don't think there's anything we can really do about that. So yeah, we'll just have to put up and shut up, and we'll place it in there. 500,000 for that. Let's have a quick look at that new thing that we've just got. It is... Oh. The Daimler deck seat car. Early deck seat motorbus RK car of Aborga. ABOAG. And I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Algemeen Berliner Omnibus AG. Passenger and cargo, no. So, is it a tram? Must be. If it's a tram, you might have to. That's a road depot. I need tram depot. Yeah, I haven't got a tram depot. I think it is a tram anyway. It looked like a tram. So, let us try and connect up these lines here. So, the first one, we'll go for tracks. Standard track. We don't want high-speed tracks, but we do want it electrified. So, I mean, basically, we just want to go there. And, yeah, job done. Straight track, level grade, no problems. Same thing there. Done. Easy. Very easy. This, however, has to go all the way to there. So what is the best way of going about that? Well, probably around here. Wow, apparently that is downhill. Apparently that is downhill. Right. Well, I wanted to go through, across here, past this, and through that mountain, and then to basically double track and then join up to there. I cannot believe that that is classed as, oh, of course, because, right, got ya. Because it is genuinely a big downhill grade. We'll do that then. 2 million for that. Level grade, like a massive. It's going to be probably one of the biggest viaducts that I've seen. Certainly in the game. Level grade still. And level there. And then this is where it becomes really expensive, because not only is it up in the air, it's also through the side of the mountain. Yeah, it won't even allow me to cut it. Oh no, it will, and it looks absolutely stupid. It's like, that's like a loading glitch from Minecraft, isn't it? Just straight down. Tunnel. And that'll come out here. And then we'll start to go down now, because we do need to start reducing this. We can probably have it as a fairly level one like that. It's not level, but it's okay. And that's again gentle downhill, which is what we want. And that's about right. We'll come along to there and do that. And then there we are. So it is a case of settings, one way no. There's the two waiting on that one. Because I believe... actually... Is that correct? It might be. Let me check something. Buildings. One of these in. Put it there for now. And up to there. And to there, just because we can. So, buy vehicles. If we were going to say get that one. Crude oil, oil, and fuel. Perfect. So, yes, we can have the same one running from the end to there, and then back and forward. That is fine. So, we'll just have the one train, probably. But, first things first, oil. Actually, first things first, let's take a look at this absolutely huge line. That is... I mean, I don't know how long that would be, but I'm guessing miles. I'm guessing it's over a mile, this bit. And then it goes through there. What we need is a shot of one train coming this way and one going over that way. It's not going to happen, but I mean, you can see the height of the thing. It's silly. Cool silly, but still silly. Right, so we need to put in the line. Actually, we need to put in a depot. Having it around there is just going to be too much of a problem. I'll place it here. I think I'll place it here. Oops. Like that. That'll be fine. Done. So, that. Buy vehicles. We'll have the new locomotive. It's faster and better than the crocodile. And then the tank car. I believe that's 20. Yeah, 20 cars long. So, pause it for a moment. New line. There to there. That's going to be... That's actually the right colour. That's fine. That is settle oil train. I'm not going to call it train. Settle oil. And new line. That is wrong colour. fine. And that one is settle. I guess it's fuel. That's the end product anyway. Right. So from there then, this train depot, assign that to oil, and then we need to do the same again, but for the fuel. But I have not got the 16 million required to get that. So unpause, and we'll have a little look around to make sure everything's working. So we have 64, looks like to be 64 of these machines ready to go, which is pretty good because these can carry 65 each. In terms of the condition of things, let's just have a quick look around the place. We can see that we are still having... problem with the camera, kept sliding. Still people waiting there, but nothing of great note. You can see the town has expanded, I think, a little bit. 717 people. I'm guessing Settle will be one of the biggest towns in terms of expansion because of the... That's 500 people there. Because of all of the connections. We now have an airport as well as the train there as well. There's all the aircraft. And is there anyone still using this exchange? No, it really isn't. Right. So in 1930... Sorry. Right, so 1929, 7 people use this. What is the negative on that boat then? It's only minus 62. It's not something I'm going to lose any sleep over, to be honest. That's of some concern. Nah, that's being positive. That was just me messing up the... I put the stake wagons rather than the gondola. No, is it gondolas? I put the wrong thing on the back. Put the wrong rolling stock on the back. We're better now. So that's fine. Let's just have a quick look at taxis and buses and stuff. Looks to be fine, although I don't want the conditions are mediocre. Mediocre. I'm guessing they're all going to be mediocre. It looks to be... Oh, there's condition bad. So we probably need to start changing the buses. But because of the people... Like, we're not transporting many. You can have 8 on each one of these buses, and what we'll probably do is when... I'll give it a couple more years when it's in bad condition. I'll then replace them with something that is better. Because we do have a better option now. We have the Daimler deck seat car. So it carries... goes from 8 to 11 people. Because we basically skipped this one. And it's a new model, and the emissions are actually less. So you know what? I'm gonna replace them still later, because if I spend, I don't want to spend money. I want to get money for this train, and let's see about that. That is doing its thing. Not yet, anyway. This is finally coming in. We can see that we have all of the oil starting to pile up. Oh, I like the way you get the oil drums. And then when you get a certain amount of oil drums, it comes to this really big holding tank. There is our train coming in. And we could have it longer. Don't think it's strictly necessary. 170 there. And this is going to carry 180. So that's now all filling up. I'm guessing... Well, yeah, that's... production is 400. Right, we might go ahead and either add another train... in which case we'll have a passing point in the midsection, which sadly is going to be about there. A passing point in the mountain is not good. We will see. But that's working now. We could have this. We could make this longer. We'll see. We'll see how things go. And then we've got this one coming along as well. Is that still working? 75 people. I wonder what the most profitable line is. That one there's on 2.5 million, but we've seen up to 7. The Planks and Machines, 2.3 million. We've seen that higher. They seem to be working okay. That's fine. And the airport on 1.5 million, which is something I definitely did not expect. I'm very tempted to have the same in Earl Shilton and Elland, but then is there any point? Would that... All that's going to do is just reduce the amount of people travelling on the train. So we're providing them with different options, but we can probably do better by spending the money on, well, things like around here and such. Let's have a look at this. Wow. That is a big viaduct. See it going there. That is fairly impressive, I feel. Coming up to the tunnel. And there we go. Okay. Apparently it had camera control, and there it goes into the tunnel. And it will emerge pretty much, well, as it emerges out here. But the thing is, because of the size of it, you could almost see the back of the train as the front one was coming out. Interesting. Anyway, let's think about building the train for this one. So, buy vehicles. It's going to be expensive, so do we have enough money now? We have nowhere near enough money. I'm interested to see just how much money this thing's going to bring in. Obviously, we've got our stops there because only one can go in there at any one time. But it's going to come along. We've got 180 capacity there, and how much have we got waiting there? It's probably going to be about 180 by the time it gets back. But this is probably going to make a lot of money. And 3.8 million. Which is very good indeed. That means now production has begun. So that just means dropping them off here and having it drop off here. But then we also need a way to pick it up and then truck it into this part of the town, because this is, as you can see, the industrial area, whereas this is more residential. So we'll do that. Let's go over to the modular truck station. We will rotate that around, and it is, as you can see, connected up to the part there. We're going to go for a truck unload stop, and we will put it right in the center, because I think that gets pretty much everything. So click, there we go. We need to go, it is a, actually line manager. Settle fuel is, I guess it's oil to fuel, and then new line there to there. And that is settle, that is fuel, that's the drop. That's the drop off. That makes sense. It does make sense. It does make sense. Right, that is now producing. There's, you can see stored there, there's some consumption though, because we're not yet transporting any at all, so we'll have to get that train built. So buy vehicles, the AE 4-7, and up to there, that's 14 cars long, and we will add a couple more. Not as long as the other one, but that's fine. That's oil fuel. That's already set up, and now it is just a case of buying some trucks. It is cargo, and it'll be the Bent's truck. I'll say for now 6, and that'll be the fuel, and hopefully, ooh, stations about the following problems. Why do they report problems? Oh, that's why, because I'm an idiot. Where is it? Fuel. Let's change it to not the colour of the bus, because that's actually where I went wrong. That's why I couldn't see it properly. Delete the stations. Add a station, that one, and that one. There we go. That's all that happened there. So, those are now in. Fuel is... Ah, there we go. The oil is there. That is fine. That's now going to pick that up. Yeah, obviously production is not great. No, actually production was quite good. But you can see the consumption's there as well. But that'll start to even itself out. How are we over here? That is... Oh yeah, we've got a lot more waiting. I reckon we can get another train in there. The problem is we need a passing point. And you normally have it about midway. And in this particular case, midway would sadly be where the tunnel is. So I actually don't mind that. So we'll bring it along from... I don't know, maybe there. Right, and then we connect it up like that. Actually, I'll extend it out because it'll slow it down, you see. Oh, it still says 90, that's fine. And there. And then what you do is have the... Where is it? That's a waypoint. Rerouting line could be added line like stations. No. That. And you have this one way. Do we need it one way? Don't think we do. Want to have that. Rotate that around. How do you rotate that around? Like that. And Yonkers JU57. Ah, that's what we'll be buying then. Ah, darn it. That's wrong. Delete that. Delete that. There we go. So now they can pass there. We might have to change that to one way, but I'll see. I'll see. Right. That's now in. Let us check this new aeroplane out because, quite frankly, it's getting a bit naughty. Oh, we actually have some fuel now. And we're losing it because we don't have the right transport. But at least that's working now. Excellent. That's good to see. So we'll check out the lines. Line manager. Once again, we're going to go and see. It is the... It won't be settled. It's CT plane. Ah, wrong one. If we were to perhaps replace those, we have... At the moment, the Junkers F-13, we've got the... Oh, there you go. The JU-52. Faster. Almost double the speed. Sorry, we're using the Dornier. Yeah, the Dornier. Yeah. So it's a little bit faster. 25 kilometers an hour faster. But double capacity. Oh, it's cargo, though. Large cargo. So we're still going to have to stick with that. That's a shame. Oh, well. That'll have to stick with there. Fine. Anyway. Looks like the fuel's been delivered. And residents are going up. That's what we expected. Thing is, Earl Shilton is the same. We are supplying that stuff there. And over here, we are supplying... well, we need tools. But we're not building tools. And we don't have construction material or the bricks. What we do have... Oh, same thing over here in Elland. Elland is just going to be this little backwater we don't really touch, sadly. But there you are. Anyway, how are we doing for... Oh, I was going to say, how are we doing for that? The oil is... We've got 300 there. Let me pause it a moment. Go over here. Buy vehicles. It's going to be one of those, and... That is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Buy that. Assign that to the settle oil. And then we'll max speed it out. And we'll see if this thing just gets stuck. Because it can possibly do that. Now. Hopefully that is in the right way, because it should come down here and wait there, and the other one will come this way and go the other way. That's if I've set it up right, which I probably haven't. Ah, yeah, because what's going to happen is that it should go there and stop, because that one isn't free. So it should stop there. Let's see if that is actually correct then. It does. This one will come along. It'll go past, and this will continue on. What might happen is, though, it might just pass that as this one comes along. Oh no, because it wouldn't leave otherwise, would it? should be okay. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. So, that is the fuel. And concerning that we're losing some of that as well. So, 5 vehicles, 6. Apparently not enough money for 6. And it is the fuel. Just to transport that. Because as you can see, these are producing. That has got not much oil, but that should be increasing now because of that extra train. But it is going to drop that off. And we are picking up a lot of, well, say a lot of fuel. A fair bit of fuel. A fair bit of fuel. That'll obviously alter the balance of things. And once again, this is coming along. That's coming down. That'll stop there. Is that full? It is 180. And we've still got 200 and odd there. So that's at max output, really. So that's quite good. That is quite good. Loads of fuel. Good transport. Yeah, either way, that's working. Settle has certainly increased in its well, in its size and population. We'll double check the line statistics here. We can see that the Settle oil to fuel is actually not making money at all. It's losing 1 million. And the Settle oil, which is 2 trains, it's got 32 million's worth of train on it, on that line. It is minus 1 million now, so that's concerning. But we've just bought them, so it'll probably take some time to normalise and that sort of thing. So hopefully we'll see that come good. At least the wood to tools is doing okay. And oh, there you go, look, the oil's, you can tell when the oil drop-offs happened, up to 2.6 million. This machines is in the negatives, it very regularly does that. The boat, which is, it's a public service, that's all it is. 2 people on a boat that can carry 70. They're just using the trains, and you don't really blame them. Right, for the last thing before we knock this episode on the head, we'll check out the, where is it? It is our trains here. Each one of those, I will edit the selected vehicle, and I will instead add ourselves the Flying Scotsman, which is on the back. Move vehicle down. Move it up. Get rid of that. Can I just move it forward? We're just going to have to do that. And 4 million for that. Worth it. And just as I do that, we get a new class. We get the A4. The Douglas DC-3, the Zurich, the Class A4, the CLE 2-4 Rotor Pfell, Opel Blitz tarpaulin truck, Opel Blitz fuel truck by the look of it, and loads of other stuff. Right, fine. What I'll do then, continue on with this, because I just wanted to get these replaced. A replace selected vehicle. Oh, hang on. No. That one, replace. No, edit. Don't want to replace it. Get rid of that. What's the difference between that one and that? Class A4. Express steam locomotive on the London and North Eastern Railway. It's the Mallard. Set the world speed record for steam locomotives at 201 kilometers an hour. Still valid today. Yeah, but no Scotsman. Even though I like the look of the Mallard. Oh, we'll get the Scotsmans. There we go. Ah, at least if you set right, that's pretty good. If you sell the loco, if you get rid of it and put that on, it automatically says, yeah, it's going to go on the front. Right, we are going to leave it there. I think very good progress. Oil, fuel, all that sort of stuff, excellent. However, we've just got a lot of new stuff, which means that we have to do a full sweep. Go across, see what needs replacing. I'm going to guess that a lot of these buses are just absolutely worn out now. Mediocre. Let's check some of the other buses. SE bus. Bad, yeah. Some of these are new though, so they will say like mediocre on some of them. Yeah, we need to replace those. Probably need to replace a lot of the trucks as well, because we've just got something better, and I believe we've just got an Opel Blitz truck which can have oil on the back. Replace. Yes, got a tank truck, so we can replace these ones with that instead. And That's just better. Just better in every way. Right, that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and sort that out next episode. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video on the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.